it's really great to take the time to honour these people who have had such an impact on our sport. So our first inductee for 2025 is Craig Nevatt. Craig would like to make his way up here. So Craig began his bowling journey in Palmerston North in 1986. He was representing Manawatu as a youth bowler and then represented Manawatu, Wairau Park, Auckland and Macau at Open Interregionals and NTC. He's had 300 games at NTC and has been in the All-Star teams for NTC for 11 years. In 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 and 21. So a number of years. He was the Open National Champion in 2011. He represented New Zealand at Rockway for the first time that we attended. Right, try that again. So during that time he had a number of... Okay. I'll try not to look down then. So during that time he had a number of notable achievements. He was part of the women men's team in 2010, 2011 and 2019 and was part of the overall team win for 2011 and 2019. He bowled 300 games at the very first Rockway, made the All-Star team in 2006 and 2010. He also achieved a massive 300 Rockway games, which was huge for anyone, especially somebody who wasn't from Australia. On the world stage, Craig has worn the silver fern at the 1998 World Youth Champs, 2003 World Champs, 2006, 8 and 10 Men's World Champs, 2002, 12, 15 and 24 Asian Zone Champs, and attended the Commonwealth Champs in 2006, 2011, 2013, and in the 2006 one, he medalled in third for the bronze with Jason Waters in the doubles. He was our World Cup representative in 2011, and Craig holds multiple national titles, and as well as a number of honour games. He's had 4 300 games, and has had a lasting impact off the lanes as well. He was the 2009 to 2011 New Zealand Youth Test Squad coach, was the NZTBC Central Area representative back in the previous national body, and then he was CEO of TBNZ for 8 years and later returned to serve on the board as both a member and as a chairperson. So please join me in congratulating Craig on his well-earned induction into the Hall of Fame. opened in 1986, Peter became the secretary of one of the first five-man team leagues, back when scoring was all still done by hand. He also served as secretary for the junior Jets for over a decade. Auckland was once a single team across all the centres, and Peter was one of the champions of achieving recognition for it being split across to Auckland, Manukau and Takapuna to allow that to have multiple teams rather than just the one. Together with Shorty, Peter carried out lane measuring across New Zealand for over 20 years, a quiet but essential role in maintaining competitive standards for our New Zealand bowling. Pete was part of TVNZ's predecessor, NZTBC, and sat on the board for a number of years. He took a number of our junior and youth teams away overseas and gave our athletes the opportunity to be exposed to international competition. He attended a number of Asian schools events, World Youth, and came to the 2010 World Cup in Toulon in support of his son James. And for many years when Peter could no longer bowl, you'd always find him at the back watching James and calculating all the results in his head so that he knew where everybody was sitting. We welcome Peter Kelly into the Hall of Fame. Our third inductee today is Penney. Do you want to get on up, Steve?
Okay.
Steve started out in bowling as the owner of Penney Super Bowl. He began his team management there for the Auckland team, through until he purchased Pins in 2003, and then he contributed his management inclusions with the Waitakere teams and has done so for quite a number of years now. Steve was involved in putting TVNZ together with Craig in 2004 after NZTBC went into liquidation. This was essential to keep our competitive aspect of our sport going. We actually used an old Go Bowling Association as a start-up basis to get TVNZ underway as quickly as possible. He set up the New Zealand Bowling Tour, which ran for a number of years, and then put together our MBT tour that we had for quite a number of years. He managed teams for the Open Interregionals and NTC teams, and those teams won 11 times, and his youth NTC was 6 times. So that's quite some record as a manager. In total, he managed 9 Rockway teams, which included our first ever, and then was manager of the overall team win in 2019. He's also managed several other Worlds and Asian zone across Open and senior events. Steve is also New Zealand representation with his own sporting achievements and has been part of the New Zealand team at the Australian National Senior Teams Challenge in 2015 and 2019. He also attended the World Senior Champs in 2017 and 2019. Beyond competition, Steve has held administration roles as the National Selector, National Squads Manager, Proprietor Representative on the board, and then in 2021, Steve was appointed as CEO, where he served in that role until 2024. During his tenure with TVNZ, he was instrumental in creating the Katapo brand and creating the Katapo 21, 18, the Katapo Open and the Katapo 50. While many centres around the country have leaned towards entertainment-focused models, Steve has always been an avid supporter of the competition and growth of bowling within New Zealand as a sport, and put that alongside his business aspirations. Let's celebrate the achievements and service of Steve. Our final inductee today is Richardson. Pete, if you'd like to make your way forward. Pete began bowling in 1987 here at what is now Penney. Back then it was Henderson Super Strike. And since then he's built a unique, exceptional legacy, being the first athlete to represent New Zealand at youth, adult and senior levels. That's quite some achievement. His titles include 1991 Youth National Champion, 1995 Open National Champion under NZTBC, and again in 2008. He was the Senior National Champion in 2020, 2021 and 2023. That makes Pete the first bowler to win national titles across all three divisions of the Youth, Open and Senior. He was a New Zealand rep in 1991 at the Asian Youth Zones, 92 at the Asian Zone Adults, 1995 the World Championships, Malaysian Open in 1998, the World Cup in 1998 and 1999, World Championships in 2003, attended Rockway in 2008 and 2016. He then went on to the seniors, and in 2019 he went to the World Senior Champs, and 2022 and 2023 saw him attend the TBA 50 in Australia. He's achieved 6 honour games, including 1 300, 4 299s and a 298. He was a senior teams all-star in 2019, 21, 22, 23 and 24. And he's been a multiple-time winner for Waitakere at NTC and senior teams. In addition to the achievements on the lanes, Pete has been the TBNZ tournament manager since TBNZ was founded in 2004, a role that's made him an integral part of nearly every major tournament TBNZ has hosted. Please join me in recognising Pete's outstanding bowling career and contribution. Thanks everyone for being here to join us to celebrate these outstanding achievements of our sport from bowling and administration. We've got nominations open again, so if anybody has got people that they've been involved in bowling and achieved a lot, would love to see them coming through. So feel free to pop those through. We'd love to see them. Thanks everyone.
Thank you very much for Jules for writing up the amazing stories for our inductees as well. It's really interesting to hear all the history. So,
Down on the knee.